Man, this is a whale, I think. I don't know if it's going to catch it, though. Aha! I paused first. Oh. Oh. Ooh. There you go, boys. 11.72 pounds bigger than my personal best. 43.91 pound diamond. Yeah. We got some filet tonight, boys. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Darth Slone, your official partnered content creator for Expansive Worlds, and we are out here today on the angler fishing for some largemouth yellowfish. You can see my diamond here. They get pretty big, 43.91. That's the bad boy we caught at the beginning of the video. So hang around. I'm going to try to show you how you can get your largemouth diamond, and I'll just show you some of the things that I did and some of the things that other people have done and have told me some little tips and trips along the way, and I'm going to share that with you. Before we do, guys, please do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, notify bell. Tell a friend, tell a mama, tell a baby. Let's help Darth grow. 5,000 subscribers celebration coming soon on a Saturday as soon as we can get one freed up. I'll be announcing that in my YouTube channel at some point once I have that date nailed down. Now let's hop into it and see what these largemouth yellowfish are all about. As you can see here, popper, which is what I caught mine on, and number one popper. A lot of people ask, what'd you catch yours on? What'd you catch yours? And you'll see that people catch them on different things. The biggest thing, are you fishing at the right spot, right time of day, right temperature, all those things. So let's look. We got popper, doe, frog. So if you want to float fish, if you want to lure fish, however, now if you do float fish, be prepared for that float to be moving constantly, because these guys like to be in rivers and fast flowing water. So you're going to have to deal with that float, you know, moving a lot. You know, it affects the lures too, but depending on which way you're casting. If we hit the tab button, you can see popper, doe, frog, corn, so you can bottom fish for them too if you want. Spoon, crankbait, grub, spinner, jerkbait, shad, tube, worm, bread, and minnow. Now, are they bottom lurkers? That's going to be the thing, guys. Look, they are not bottom lurkers. So the corn and all that, what you really need to take into consideration is how deep is the water you're fishing in. My thing is 20, 30 feet, somewhere in that area. It really doesn't matter what you do because of the traction radius. Now, if it's real deep water, these things are not bottom lurkers. So if it's real deep water, they're probably not going to go down and bite that corn. If you're going to bottom fish, do it in more shallower water, 20, 30 feet. That's my recommendation. But anyway, guys, let's look at where we are on the map. Now, this is a known diamond location. This is where I got mine, and I'm fishing this way. The current is this way. Sometimes I'll turn around and cast back this way. You will get a little slack in your line here somewhere, and they are a very lazy fish. As you saw that one at the beginning of the video, I didn't think it was going to catch up to my lure. I thought I was going to have to cast back out there. Truth be known, I had it on speed of 1, and I actually paused a little bit just for a split second because I was at like 14 feet getting ready to pull the thing out of the water, and it still hadn't bit. Now, a little bit of a hike to get up here. We've got this cave that you fast travel into and then just walk up. Now, along through here, there is a catch as well. All right, if you can look here, we see the canary carper at the top, and we've got the African sharp-toothed catfish right here at the bottom. We don't know the 3 legendaries yet. So let's look. We've got the largemouth yellowfish. Now, I found this pretty interesting. Of all the fish on South Africa, this one actually has 4 silver hooks. Look at that, 4 silver hooks. Now, all the way up to a 1/0 is a silver hook. These fish get pretty big. As you saw, mine was almost 44 pounds. So we look here. I use the number 1 silver. I can't really tell you why. I kept moving up. As long as I was still getting bites. I got plenty of bites on a number 1, and I caught my diamond on a number 1. So that's what I use, that white and green popper. you saw there, and that's what we're hooked up with. And let's take a look at my gear. All right, guys, today we are doing a little overkill, but there's a reason for it. I've still not leveled this big pole. I've just really not used it a lot, honestly. But I want to level it, and we got it at 32%. That's the biggest pole. Look at that. Strength, 165 pounds. Max line strength, 110.23 pounds. So that's how big a line you can put on this if we had line that went up that high. But here's the true mediator. Again, I have not leveled that one, only at 11%. So I'm trying, here lately I've been putting lighter line on and just using this as much as possible, even on smaller fish, just to try to get this thing leveled. But you know, this is a good fish to get a little progress toward that, because it gets up to 40 some pounds. But we have the another reason is Spain. There's not a lot of lure fishing over on Spain. So now that we're on South Africa, we can do a little bit more of that spinner rig setup. So 55-pound line, that should cover any of the largemouth yellowfish we come across. And then there's the popper that I caught mine on right there. It's a #1 popper. And remember to twitch. So over here, it's holding the control button down. On PC, I'm not sure what it is on console, but if you're not twitching, they ain't biting. So make sure to get that twitching action going on. I like to reel on a speed of 2. I've even had people, because they are lazy, I've even had people say I reel on a speed of 1. But here's what I do. I reel on a speed of 2, and then I'm watching behind it to see if there's a fish chasing. Now, if there is a fish chasing, then I'll knock it down to 1 to give it time to catch up to it. And if I reel it in and the fish never catches up to it, then I'll just do like a little short cast out there again and just keep trying to get that. Usually I'll get that fish, but just always be watching behind to see if there's one. They are slow and lazy like me. So there we go. All right, guys, looking in the official Angler Discord, there are now 2 locations. I didn't know that until I just clicked on this just now. The last time I checked, this was the only location right here at #1 where we're at right now. But there is actually another location right here in this bend right here. All right, guys, another thing that we need to know for the largemouth yellowfish, you can see down here at the bottom, 76.5 degrees to 82.9 degrees. That's the temperature you want to be looking for when you are fishing for these guys. So you got to pay attention to that. If you are getting too cold of temperatures, try casting in shallower water. If you're getting too warm temperatures, try to go for those darker spots. All right, guys, we are at spot #2 on the map, and man, this took a while to get to. I tried to go down this waterfall over here, and it's just real rocky right before the waterfall. My boat got stuck, so I was like, okay. I came from all the way down here, and it took a minute to get up here. These 2 boats here don't have fast travel points to get to. I guess if you don't want to fish in a boat, one thing you could do is fast travel here and walk down and maybe fish. Is it possible to fish off the bank here? Yeah, you could do that. You could just walk down that and just fish off the bank here if you wanted to do that. But anyway, let's give it a few casts and see what we can come up with here. I see one coming for it. There we go. That's a good sign. Got one coming for it here. Well, that didn't take long at all. First cast, we've already got at least a silver. There we go. 16-pound largemouth yellowfish. All right, we got us one right here at the boat. This one looks a little bigger, taking me down to about 6 o'clock there. All right, we got a 21.62 pounder. Now we are catching them from right there in the 84.8 degrees. And so that is a little bit too warm. All right, guys, we've hooked into one here. Let's see what we have caught here. Move down a little bit, just moving around all through this little river bend. There is a 14-pound. Now, 81.2 degrees. This is what I was talking about. The one we caught up here in this area was 84.8 degrees, and we caught it like right through here. So I said, let's move to deeper water and see what happens. So we're almost 3 degrees cooler, which is what we need, because we need to be at 82.9. So we were below that. We were 81. 84.8 is a bit too warm. So you can cast around here in this little deeper area. You might be able to cast here in this little spot here, maybe even up here in this little deeper spot. The other thing you can do is time of day. If you can't find your desired temperature range here, you know, then you could come back early in the morning or later in the day. Right now, you know, we're looking at 4 o'clock in the evening, so it's really hot right now. So the later the day goes, like it starts getting nighttime, you could probably catch them all through here in your desired temperature, or early in the morning. So we're right in the middle of the hot part of the day. So if you're going to fish at this time of the day, hit these deep pockets right here. Now, here's what we don't know. Even though we might get the right temperature here, everything else, we might be too far away from this diamond location here. There might be some other missing ingredients here we don't know about. There could be some environmental things going on below the water that we can't see, so it may not even be possible to get a diamond this far away from this spot. We know that you can get one here, but have we strayed too far away here, or if we went up here? We don't know that. That just takes a little bit of experimenting. That's why this game is so awesome. The community comes together and reports these things. So let me know in the comments, guys. Have any of you gone to this area or up here to this area, or have all of you caught them like right there? So those are the types of things that we need to know, and this is how we learn together, okay? May not be possible to catch a diamond here. We can get our desired temperature, but everything else may not line up here. You know, we know here. Now, if you have to catch them here, then this is just a too hot part of the day. So come back in the morning time or later in the evening. Too hot right now at 16:04. So just by a little bit. So as the day goes on, you know, and who knows how the spawning works. You could stay here even though the temperatures are too warm. Keep catching them to cause more spawns to come in. And it could be that a diamond spawns in and maybe it hangs out in this warm water until a different time of the day, or a colder water until a different time of day, and then swims back over here. Who knows how it works? I'm kind of glad we don't know exactly how it works. But anyway, guys, #1 popper. And let me know in the comments, have you caught them all through here, or has it just been this one spot? So we got the 2 spots. We got this spot down here. #1 popper is what I like to use, but you can float fish, bottom fish, whatever you want to do. Let me know what you used to catch your largemouth diamond if you caught one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do me a favor. If you haven't yet, hit that like, subscribe, notify bell. If you have already, then coerce somebody else into doing it. That way we can grow the channel and get these videos out to more people. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Darth Slone. We'll catch you in the next one.